morning, Philippines. I'm Jude Pabuaya.
And I'm Cassia Balyar. Welcome to the Newsline, bringing you the eye on the news for today.
For the headline, UN Chief warns of chaotic world order as General Assembly opens. Paeng maintains strength, remains almost stationary. Palace tells Trillanes focus on legal defense, not on facing cameras. Senators find funding for college students. Player of the Week, Pinto's all-around play helps elites sustain perfect form.
The palace tells Trillanes to focus on legal defense, not on facing cameras. Here is our news correspondent, Joseph Rismundo.
Senator Antonio Trillanes report shall focus on preparing his legal defense instead of facing the cameras. Malacanang said Tuesday, the statement came after Trillanes, who hosted bill before the Makati Regional Trial Court, held a press briefing upon his return to the Senate building. Senator Antonio Trillanes IV has once again played the victim card, resorting to ad hominem attacks against the president. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said in a statement, "We as the lawmaker, instead of facing the cameras, to focus his time and energy in preparing his legal defense." He added. Trillanes returned to the Senate after he secured temporary freedom after posting bail before the Makati City RTC Branch 150 that ordered his arrest for a rebellion case dismissed in 2011. The Makati Court on Tuesday afternoon issued the arrest warrant against Trillanes, one of President Duterte's staunchest critics, over his role in the Manila Peninsula siege in 2007. The senator has been holed up at the Senate for 3 weeks after the Duterte revoked the amnesty granted to him by former President Benigno Aquino III in 2011. Malacanang went on to say that Trillanes should do things as a welcome opportunity to submit his evidence will prove that the grant of amnesty to him was valid. I am Joseph Resmundo, reporting.
Thank you, Joseph Rismundo. Typhoon Paeng, with international name coming maintained its strength as it remained almost stationary on Tuesday afternoon. Here is Jasim Pangandaman to tell us more.
Thanks, Jude. Typhoon Paeng is still at center any part of landmass. Its radius also does not cover any part of extreme northern Luzon. The southwest monsoon is not being significantly enhanced by the typhoon, but light to moderate rains are experienced in Zamboanga Peninsula and ARMM. Agasa said, Paeng was spotted 715 kilometers east of Pasco, Batanes with a maximum sustained wind of 200 kilometers per hour and gusts up to 245 kilometers per hour. It is expected to leave the Philippines area of responsibility on Saturday afternoon because of its low pace, but no landfall is expected in the coming days. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will have generally fair weather except for chances of isolated thunderstorms.
I'm Jasim Pangandaman, reporting. Back to you, Chief. Thank you, Jasim Pangandaman.
World leaders descended upon New York for the annual United Nations General Assembly. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres opened the gathering with a warning of a world order that is increasingly chaotic. Dwayne Balaw is live at New York City.
Thank you, Cassie. United Nations. United States UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres Tuesday opened the world's largest diplomatic gathering with a stark warning. Growing chaos and confusion as the rules-based global order comes under threat of breaking down. Addressing the opening session of the UN General Assembly, Guterres said trust in the rules-based global order and among states was at a breaking point, and international cooperation becoming more difficult. Today, world order is increasingly chaotic. Power relations are less clear. Guterres told the 193-nation assembly just minutes before President Donald Trump was to take the podium. Universal values are being eroded. Democratic principles are under siege. I'm Robin Dwayne Sibalois, reporting from New York City. Back to you, Cassie.
Thank you, Dwayne Balawis. Senators find funding for college students. Students who stand to be lose financial aid as a result of the 3.2 billion cut in the budget for program extending them assistance could be covered under the 27 billion tertiary education subsidy. For 2019 of the free college tuition law, Senators said on Thursday. Here is Karil Paredes to tell us the updates.
Kasi, at a hearing on the budget of the Commission on Higher Education, the senators pointed out that the subsidy for the TES actually increased by 11 billion to 27 billion in 2019, despite the huge cut in the tulong dunong scholarship giving students stipends of 6,000 to 12,000 a year. The budget depends also slashes the 250 million subsidy for the tuition of medical students in 8 state colleges and universities. Senator Sonny Angara said that while the budget for Tulong Dunang would be cut by 3 billion to 1.1 billion, the allocation for the TES would be raised by 11 billion. We are arguing that KED to come up with a guideline to ensure that the current beneficiaries of Tulong Dunong can still benefit from the increased funding of the tertiary educated subsidy. According to the KED officer in charge, Prospero de Vera III, the more than 300,000 Tulong Dunong beneficiaries need to apply to the included in the TES, which sets certain criteria for those who will be covered. But De Vera said he could not guarantee that all of them would be accepted since certain requirements had to be met. Cover beneficiaries of the slash subsidy programs with the inclusion of a new provision in the budget bill that would give the KED more flexibility in determining the beneficiaries, said Senator Bam Aquino. Aquino said that KED could reduce the subsidies given under the TES to college students who do not come from the poorest of the poor sector so that more students could be covered. At present, financial assistance to a student under the TES amounts of to 40,000 to 60,000 per year, he noted. There's no reason why we cannot accommodate all of these students, Aquino said. I am Karil M. Paredes reporting. Back to you, Cassie.
Players of the Week. Pinto's all-around play helps Elite sustain perfect form. After a slow start to his PBA career, John Pinto is finally making his mark as Blackwater's chief playmark in the 2018 PBA Governors Cup where he's having a break stint. Here is Dwayne Balawis for the updates.
Thanks, Cassie. Pinto had his best 2-game stretch as a member of the Elite the past weeks, helping his team stay undefeated after impressive victories over the North Court, Batang Pier, and Barangay Nebra Gene Kings. After a slow start to his PBA career, John Pinto is finally making his mark as Blackwater's chief playmaker. In the 2018 PBA Governors Cup, where he's having a breakout stint, the 27-year-old Pinto, who was drafted in the second round by the Batang Pier in 2014, did it all averaging 11.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, and 2.5 steals. The past couple of games to garner the Signal PBA Press Corps Player of the Week. He collected 8 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals, and hit the game-clinching triple in a 113-111 comeback win over the Northport on Wednesday. Pinto followed up his clutch performance with an encore of 15 points, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in a 124-118 victory over the Gene Kings in overtime. The Elite have emerged as the surprise leaders this conference with a 4-0 record. I am Robin Balois reporting back to you, Cassie.
That's the end of today's news.
We hope that we update you for today's hottest issues. Once again, I'm Jude Pabuaya.
And I'm Cassie Abelyar. Have a good day, folks.
is still at...
Kung typhoon, balik niya.
Thank you, Dwayne Balois. Senator.
Thank you. Aray, abuhay.
Lahat na.